Okay, question is how do I decide which one to use? And a lot of the time, this just is a matter of drawing the graphs, thinking about what you've got, and making a decision. So let's take a look at a quick example where I am given two functions. Y equals x cubed. I take that back. I am given a function and a non-function, y equals x cubed and x equals y squared minus 2, a sleeping parabola. And what I need to do now is I need to take a look at the graph. So I've already gone ahead and converted x equals y squared minus 2 to the two halves that make up this non-function. The upper y equals the positive square root of x plus 2, and the lower y equals the negative square root of x plus 2. And drawing them, what I see is that I am interested in this area right here. So let's see which one would be easier. Well, I could, if I were looking at the y version of this, say I'm going to start here and I'm going to end here, and my function will be, whoops, sorry, that's wrong. My function will be, I'll start here. Yeah, I did this backwards. And here will be my rectangles. There's my rectangle. So I have the integral from my lower boundary to my upper boundary of, let's see, I've got the cube root of x, y to the 1/3, minus y squared minus 2 dy. Let me just check my notes and make sure I did that right. Yes, I did. And I can use my graphing calculator to find a and b. It will tell me the intersections. I store them in my calculator. I plug it into my calculator. And this is with respect to y. Hopefully you've all seen the abbreviation WRT, with respect to. So what happens if I do it with respect to x? Well, I'm going to jump to the next page and let's go ahead and draw our graph one more time. There's x cubed, there's my sleeping parabola. And what I'm going to have to do in this case is I'm going to have to split it up. Because here's the first half. And here's the second half. So how do I split this up? Honestly, this one's a little more complicated because I'm taking over here the integral from, let's call this A, let's call this B, let's call this C, from A to B of, well, square root of x plus 2 minus the negative square root of x plus 2 dx, plus the integral from B to C of square root of x plus 2 positive version minus x cubed dx. And right off the bat, I could already see that my initial choice of, hey, let's do horizontal rectangles and do it with respect to y is much simpler. And I'm not even going to bother figuring this one out because it really is too obvious in this case that all of these splits are just making my life more complicated. All right. So why don't you go ahead and do exercise 27. And we'll be back with one last video, which is just a quick, how can I use geometric formulas to make my life easier when I'm working my way through these processes. Oh, by the way, if you have followed along in this video and plugged it into your calculator, you should have gotten approximately 4.215 units squared. So if you type that into your calculator, good practice. Check yourself by getting 4.215 units squared. And we will be back. Thanks for watching.